The world is really moving at a very high pace, a very dynamic pace, and with the artificial intelligence, I think the world is really moving at a very fast pace. So that's why I was thinking that in the HR field, there are some areas that really need to be addressed, and it's okay that we get the emerging trends in HR so that the players in the industry get to understand what are the emerging trends and what they should focus on in this year. This is 2023, and these are my top five HR trends I think we need to watch in this year. Number one, navigating the resignation landscape. I mean, this is an year that you expect people to change jobs a lot because of the changing environment, the changing landscape in terms of what people want. They want to change jobs, so it's an environment that needs to be watched. It's a factor. So it becomes my top HR trend to watch in 2023 because attracting and retaining talent will be a thing to consider. If you really want to have a good talent in your workplace, you really need to ensure that you check this trend very well, so that you get to maintain your talent. Don't lose your talent, that the talent that you really consider to be the best in your company, in your organization. So look at things like wages, working condition, and also the shift changes. You need to ensure that you put them well. Number two, the second HR trend to be watched is the reskilling, upskilling, flexible development opportunities. I mean, I think you get to understand the fourth industrial revolution, and so you'll need to watch this trend very much because employees will really need to have a flexible learning environment so that they get to gain new skills from time to time so that they may be able to be at par with the competition in the market. And the learning should be made easy to access. It should be able to either you make it available or you make the environment easier for learning to take place. And also the number three HR emerging trend to watch is the people analytics and automation. People analytics and automation. I mean, automation is coming from artificial intelligence, if you can look at it from that point of view. So, automation is really getting charged up, and expanding the use of big data in HR is very key. Ensure that you get to capture as much information as possible so that you get to understand very many things when it comes to workers, when it comes to the working environment, and how the conditions can be made better. And in making decisions, it should be data driven. It should not be just decisions made by the roadside. Okay, they can be, but they should be data driven. And number four, HR emerging trend to watch is the workplace diversity, equity, inclusion. Yes, inclusion. Diversity. In the workplace, you really need to ensure that there is diversity and it is encouraged, it is accommodated. It is good that a good culture is cultivated of encouraging to have a very diverse workforce that doesn't really feel discriminated. There should be an environment that ensures that inclusion of every person, or as diverse as it can be, the workforce should be very well included. Yes. And also, the fifth and the last in my list is the workplace flexibility. People are really looking for a workplace whereby they can be able to be flexible with their hours in terms of the time that they can be able to work. So, meaning there should be flexible working hours and increased number of shifts so that it can be able to accommodate different types of working hours. So that maybe there could be early morning, midday, the evening, or maybe the 1 to midnight, the 1 to early morning. So there should be a number of working hours that accommodate each and every person, so that at least there comes the working hours become more and more flexible. because if you look at data currently, the flexibility in the workforce is around a third, and that is actually very small. So flexibility is a thing to watch in 2023. And the top 5 in my list, as an HR person or HR leader, you need to consider them, and I think they'll be helpful in this coming year. And thank you for watching.